Republican Conference Vice Chair, Georgia Congressman Doug Collins. Congressman, what does your gut tell you?
Neil, we'll see. I mean, I think, it's good that we're hearing progress, and we're good to hear that Mr. Flake, who voted to shut the government down just the other night, is now willing to vote and shut the government and open the government back up, and we're seeing more move that way. I think when you get the honest juxtaposition, when they're out trying to explain that they're prioritizing a illegal immigration issue over American citizens and our defense and all of our departments and governments that are not opening today, I think it's getting harder for them to make that case. So my hope is that they get there. We'll see here. The proof's in the votes, and those are going to happen here just shortly.
All right. Now, let's say it passes this hurdle, at least in the Senate, on this procedural matter. Mitch McConnell has apparently been instrumental in getting us to this stage by promising to hold a vote on immigration reform, DACA, you name it, if the Democrats agree to reopen the government. But again, those issues go right back to you guys in the House, and I'm told that maybe you, but certainly some of your conservative colleagues, are worried about overstepping here. What do you think?
Well, I think the issue is Mitch McConnell is the majority leader of the Senate. And let's make that very clear, the majority leader of the Senate, and he is not in the House. He can make deals with his group, and I would encourage him to let the Senate work his will. But there is a House, and we will work our will as well. And then there's also President Trump, President Trump has laid out very distinctly 4 parameters that he is looking at as making this deal for DACA. Nobody is not wanting to deal with DACA and get it fixed, but we're not going to also just take the president's wishes and ignore those as well. So I think when you look at this, Mitch McConnell can make the promises, and I would encourage him to do so, get his people moving, because we need to deal with these things. But I'm also going to remind those that are watching today as well that the House sent over all 12 appropriations bills. The House did this back in the fall, early fall. These things have not been, as was said earlier, something weighted to the last minute from the House's perspective. We've been doing our job all along. It's the Senate who has tried to take different tacks and different turns and come up with reasons not to fund the government in a full 2-year cycle, funding fully our military, funding the priorities of this administration, and moving forward. So I think there's still a lot to go here.
All right, you should hear the horrible things they say about you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Congressman, thank you very much. We'll see you.